Well, good morning and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now, I went down to Sheila's yesterday and she's having trouble with her Phalaenopsis. She just has these 5, but unfortunately in her greenhouse it doesn't get warm enough to grow these properly. And I have mine in the house where it gets around about 22 degrees. It probably drops to 17 at night, then it goes up to 22, 25, 26 degrees. So she said, can you take them and see if you can do anything with them? So I've got 5 here, so we'll just look at them one at a time, and you can tell it's Sheila's with the ferns being in. So we'll look at them once at a time, take them out of the pots, have a look at the roots, trim them up, and then decide what I'm going to put them in. Well, the first one we'll have a look at is this one. It's got a root here, it's got no growing tips on them, but we'll take it out of its pot and we'll see what's going on. With it not getting too warm in Sheila's, and she does quite a lot of watering, these might be a little bit too wet and not being allowed to dry out much. But we'll see. Yeah, there's plenty of roots on it, but a bit of moss in it, sphagnum moss in it, a few dead roots on it. So this will want cleaning up. So we'll have a look at it, we'll put that on one side and have a look at the next one. Well, this one has got a label in it, and it's labelled as Phalaenopsis purple gem. Make sure this says the same thing. It says Phalaenopsis purple gem. It's a cross between Phalaenopsis and Pulcherima, whatever that is. So we'll put that on one side. And we'll remove this from the pot. This looks like some good roots on the outside, but doing nothing where it should be. The dead spike there. There's none of these roots you can see have got growing tips on them. Comes out of the pot very easily. Looks like there's lots of perlite in. There's a little fan, we'll put that on one, a little fern, we'll put that on one side. Should be another little one somewhere, no. But these do need a good clean up. The roots are hard, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get these to fully grow again. But we'll give them a good clean up, clean off the roots and everything, and that's what we'll do with that one. So we'll have a look at the next one, and this doesn't look too good, does it? There's just one leaf on top there and a tiny one next to it. So we'll take this out of the pot and have a look at this one. Right. Don't know what we're going to find in here. New leaves dropping off. Old leaves there. So it's really got one leaf on now if it's still stuck here. And there's no name on this one at all. this doesn't look very good at all. But I was expecting one of them to be bad. Yeah, just got this leaf on here, and I think all the roots have gone. Yeah, so I think this is a goner. But what I'll do, I have some new moss growing, but it's cold in the greenhouse, so I'll bring a small tub of the moss in, and I'll just lie this on top after I've trimmed it all up, and keep it warm, and see if that'll do anything, because the moss will be wet, it'll be damp, but I'm not going to plant it in the moss because that'll be too wet. I will just lie it on the top, and we'll see what happens with this one. I don't give it much hope, but you never know. This is another one, and this is, I've just took the label out, Phalaenopsis Renoir, and she's had this quite some time. She looks like she's got some decent roots on it. There's a spike here with tiny little buds on that I don't think are any good. So we'll take this out and have a good look at this. As soon as I squeeze the pot broke. Look, it's going rotten. So I don't know how long it's been in here. But it's going to come out very easily. And once again, there's roots that are nice and green, but showing that they're wet. And probably these plants have been short of air getting to them. And with it being colder in that greenhouse, that won't do them any good neither. But this has got some nice, oh, there's one little growing tip on that one. So there's a big hope for that one. And then we'll just have a look at the last one. And here it is, and this is also a Phalaenopsis Purple Martin. So we'll take this out, have a look at it. Another one with ferns in. Let's give it a squeeze. This pot isn't cracking, so that's alright. Got a lovely little flower on here, nice colour. I don't know whether that's what it should be like, or should it be a deeper colour or not, but we'll find out later. So let's get it out of its pot. See, it's quite loose in here. Oh, let's get hold of it properly. There we are. Oh, there's a lot of roots from the fern in, so I don't think that'll be doing it any good. Oh. Look at the fern roots on that. They'll be taking all the goodness from the plants, I think. And what's this like? This has got a lot of dead roots on it. A lot of soft roots. Can't see any with new growths on it, new growth tips. It isn't, so these will all have to be cleared up. So you know what they're like, I've shown you them all. I'll now clear them all up, snip off everything, give the roots a good wash, and get them prepared for a repotting. Well, this is the one I've just shown you with the little flower on, all cleaned up now. Needs the roots washing off, but I've trimmed it all off, and that's all the stuff I've cut off it, all dead stuff. And what I've done, I've trimmed every root there is there till it comes to something yellow, something living. So I've done that with one, so I've got to do it now with the other four. Well, I've just picked this one up, which I think was the second one I did. And look at it, it just dropped to pieces. In pieces. One there. One piece there. and another piece there. So that'll be easy to clean up, but what I'm going to do with it, I've no idea. And I'm presuming it's all the same plant, so we'll just have to carry on, and I'll show you what I've done with it in a minute. Well, from those three pieces, this one's absolutely no good, that won't do anything. And there's a full rootstock gone away, that's dead. So the only things I've saved is two little pieces of this. That's one piece. I'm not going to do anything with that there yet because it's a sunken hole. I don't think it'll bother it too much. It's got a few roots on that are still alive, so we'll pop that one up. And we've got another one here that we're going to save. So hopefully we can do something with that one. And that one, there's the one with no name. I don't think. It could have been the purple gem, I think. Yeah, I think it was the purple gem. Anyhow, I've lost one plant somewhere, so I don't know what I've done with it. Oh, here we are. Here we are. It's this little one with one leaf on, and depends what I find in here when I look round it, whether I keep this one or not. So we'll just trim it around, and then we'll have a good look at it. And well, I've cut everything off this one, and this is what we're left with. Not a root, just a bit of stock there. So what we're going to do with this is dump it. Well, I've got the materials, I'm going to pot them in, and this is the bark I'm using. That's the rubbish stuff we can get. If you look, just ordinary pieces of wood in, horrible pieces of bark you can just break in your fingers. It's terrible stuff. It's a wonder we can grow any orchids at all here. Look at this. Just bend double. Awful. Anyhow, I'm going to have to use that, but I'm not going to put a lot of it in because I've got some lecker balls, or hydraulic as you call it, which will give the medium plenty of spaces to let more air in. And I've also got some nice, really like this stuff, it's very, very small pumice. Absolutely lovely. It's only that big. So I'm going to have a mixture of the lot of them, and hopefully that'll do the job I want it to do. But only time will tell. Well, those are the 4 plants I've got. That's one with the one plant with 2 pieces in. I might plant them separately, or I might put them together, I don't know yet. And they've all been washed. They've all been cleaned, and the only thing to do now is to repot them and hope for the best. Well, I've got some nice clean pots for them now. I've bleached them all, so they should be nice and clean, and I've put some styrofoam chippings down at the bottom, so that stops the holes at the bottom of the pot from getting blocked. So we'll carry on now, and I've got the appropriate sizes of containers for them, so we'll get ahead now and we'll get them planted. I think we should get all this mixed together first. Make sure I get a bit of about a third each, I should imagine, and that should do. So let's get the first one. We'll do the biggest one first. That's this one. This is the purple gem, and there's nothing to wrap round, you know, to fill it up in here, so we'll just have to keep tapping it until they all get in. And I'm not going to water these for at least a day or two because they've been wet enough, and I want the roots. I might put a little bit of water at the bottom, so we'll let the roots sort of search out for the water. So we'll put this lot in. It'll be a bit messy, but we're in a tray, so it doesn't matter. Just put in as much as we can until it's all filled up. Don't mind if a bit's sitting out at the top. But we'll get this bark and this lecker and this pumice all in there. Make sure it all gets filled up. I'll just do this one and then I'll show you when I've done them all. And the one I said I was going to put into, lie it on a little bit of moss. That's gone by the way now because that plant was thrown away. So we've got them all in pots again. Let's see if that's filling up okay. It should feel a bit better than that. Mind you, I don't think these need all the spaces filled up because they are epiphytes, aren't they? So the roots are always in the open air. So I think we'll settle for that one. I'll put the label in. Which one? Oh, the Phalaenopsis purple gem. And we'll put that in there. And we'll call that one, and I'll come back to you and I'll show you all the others when I've done them. Well, I've got them all potted up now. The only thing I'm going to do now is make some new labels for them. And I've planted that plant, what was it? Oh, the Phalaenopsis Sogo Anna into 2 pots. So I'll need 2 labels for that. And for anybody who is interested in how we make the labels, this is a Brother P-Tech H110. So we'll just switch it on, and in the dial here you put what your the name of the plant in. So we'll just type what's the first one? Oh, that's a Phalaenopsis. Phalaenopsis we'll put. That's that one. I think I've done that right. Yeah. How many copies you want? Just the one. And it will print it. So we'll chop it off. And there we have Phalaenopsis Renoir. If you couldn't see it down there, there it is. Phalaenopsis Renoir, and we'll just take the sticky stuff off the back and put it onto a label. So there we are, they're all here now, they're all potted up, they've all got the labels in, and I must admit it's been a bit of a nightmare doing all that. It's taken a long time, it's taken me a few hours, but I'll just get this video sorted out, get it edited and send it to you. So thanks very much for watching, I hope you've enjoyed it. It's not like me to make a video so long, but just so happens it happened like that. So thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed or give it a tick that you've liked it, I'd appreciate it if you did so. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.